Wow, 2-minute loading screen. Welcome back to Sulidan Plays Dark Souls 3. Wrong button. Nobody saw that? I didn't hop backwards for no reason. And the time has finally come for me to go through that fog wall that I have been avoiding. Because why not? I really don't know what's on the... Well, actually, I'm afraid to know what's on the other side because the whole area has been dragon-themed. And dragons are notoriously not very easy to punch. I may have to switch to the butcher blade. We shall see. Okay. Dark Souls 3 is taking a lot of loading time today. But, nothing odd going on in the system. Click, 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 click. Isn't this the most exciting thing ever? The loading screen that never ends. Made from the feathers of an aged crow? Should it worry me when Dark Souls 3 starts doing this? I mean, if I wanted to read all the item descriptions ever, could be nice, but I'd kind of like to play the game. Only 30% of the processor being used between this and recording. It, you know, seems... Unleash Dragon. It seems like this should be loading faster. Okay, let's try this again. After, you know, many minutes of loading, I also forward out and reopened the game. Hopefully it will load this time. At least the processor's showing a little bit more usage this time. There we go. Okay. Look how much faster that loaded. I think it's something was stuck. Just want to make sure that's equipped, because I may need it in a moment. And I have to remember how to get to the... I think it's straight up through here. I don't know. Bear with me while I try to remember how to get to the fog wall. Yeah, it was up these stairs. There's a healer dude. There's that guy who doesn't want to let me pass. There's another healer dude. And I think another guy that doesn't want to let me pass. But maybe not. Footsteps. There are feet afoot. Oh no! Oh wait. Any items? Any items? No? Try something. No, you are not. Scoop. I didn't want to deal with one of them. Oh, okay, you. Okay, I'm fighting you. Are you the pursuer? I like that. So help me if one of those things out there is trying to heal him. I'm sorry, there's a lot going on and I am befuzzled. Okay. Let's see, he's got that. Yeah, I need to be dodging. I just have no idea what's going on and I'm trying to maintain too many trains of thought. Let's try this again with me actually dodging. I've never seen this guy's attacks, so I don't know any of the timings. So excuse me. I love how I tried to backstab him. If I find out they can affect him, I'm going to be grumpy. Then I'm going to punch them. And then I will be less grumpy. My souls were flickering. Oh, punch me with your shield! There's more of a delay on that than I expected, I'll grant you that. Easiest way to make an enemy able to hit me is give them a delay I'm not expecting, have him swing it back, and then come forward. Because generally what happens is the player will, when they swing their weapon back, anticipate that they're going to instantly swing it forward, roll, and then be caught by the delay right when they're coming out of their roll. Or they'll begin panic rolling when they see that that they have not attacked after their initial roll. You have horrible aim, sir. I would punch you, but I have better things to do. Let us move forward, and hopefully not die quite so quickly. Target lock, thank you. I punched you. You're gonna kill me for that, aren't you? Yeah, you don't like being punched. Okay, that makes physics sense, but I kind of thought that that was an attack that gave me an opening and didn't take into account it probably electrifies him for a moment. Well played. Well played, sir. I was really hoping I could abuse that as an attack that seems very bad at aiming, and something I could punch him for. But it appears I was wrong. Well played, game designer. It amuses me that I can walk right through that. It seemed like, you know, given that they become a near permanent part of the terrain, that they would have... Why did you run down the stairs, sir? They would have made those become solid. But perhaps it was, annoying. Who knows? I know not what goes on in the FromSoft designers' minds. For if I did, I might be driven insane. If only I had done it. Okay. Nope. What that weird combo with your shield? I ain't having none of that. Back off. Let my stamina regenerate. You like being right in my face. For a guy with a big shield, you are oddly clingy. I only hit him once. I rolled a bit too much there. My timing on that was off, but I was backing away. Well, watch, he'll have a second phase. This seems like the sort of fight they'd want to lull me into a sense of security with, and then say, oh look, he's got a second phase. I like that his shield is non-elemental, so if I get hit by that... No sir, I'm getting out of the way. I've fought enough Karens, I'm done with the lightning. No, sir. No, sir. Second phase. No? Maybe? Oh, yeah. Now he's just gonna two-hand the thing. I don't have words for what just happened. I just got knocked through the wall. Not only that, I took no damage, but it killed me because it threw me off. Oh, this guy's gonna be fun. Oh, well. Whoops. Didn't do it. Let me try that. That's not the one I wanted to swap with that. Look at my HP regenerating over there. Fancy. Okay, the speed that that's going up is slightly frightening. What's the downside to this? You know you've played too much Monster Hunter World when you keep hitting R2 to run. I don't understand what the downside to this health regeneration ring is. I mean, I know it's not much, but still over the course of a boss fight. 2 health per second is not bad. I'm gonna switch to the Butcher's Blade, probably, because I'm not getting a lot of big combo opportunities, so I may as well. And I'm afraid those things are going to get involved in the fight. No. Well, that didn't go as planned. learning your combos, sir. I love that one. I was too low on stamina to even hope to try to continue that exchange. So basically it's beware of the walls because he can break them and knock you through. If I'm understanding it correctly, because I see one area that's broken right there. I greeted. It's on me. Why did you not do your 2-hit combo, sir? Why won't you use your big combos that are easy for me to punish you for? Like that one. Aha! I staggered him. Nope, second phase. Second verse. Worse than the first. Ooh, okay. I rolled when it hit the ground. I thought that was him firing it. It's hit the ground, delay, then fire. But still, I'm getting better. I'm enjoying this boss so far. I should mention that... Good gracious, how many status effects did I have sitting there all of a sudden? What was that all about? During the Abyss Watchers fight, I mentioned the fact that that multi-phase fights can be a problem because the player ends up kind of feeling like the first phase is a trudgery, trying to get back to the second phase. This doesn't seem to be one of those because the getting into the second phase isn't too bad. I don't know, something about the Abyss Watchers at the time, I think it was mainly the fact that, like I said, I was pushing to like I had to complete it that day. And near the end, I was just getting impatient with it. Although I did like the second phase more than the first. And the first phase, while I did agree it was... Why won't you roll? Sorry, phone started ringing, and why did I just ask this? I don't know anymore. Anyway, I like the first phase of the Abyss Watchers. It's creative, but it can be tedious because so much of it is time spent waiting. On this one, the first phase is active, and it doesn't take a huge amount of time to get to. Block my attack. What sorcery is this? You have a shield. Anyway, it's rare I find a boss that actually has a shield, not counting like Looking Glass Knight. So I had to point out that it amused me that he blocked my attack. I don't know, something about this one is more entertaining. I'm just running around, you say. I don't know what's happening right now. We're just kind of dancing around each other, so I'm gonna back away for a moment. Nope. And free hit. Free hit number 2. I love that attack. It's gorgeous. The particles are beautiful. And from the player's perspective, it's an attack that I can punish him for. I'm betting that would knock me back. And now. I rolled too soon. I knew at the moment that I hit the button that I had rolled too soon. That thing flickered. Dark Souls 3 seems to have a large occurrence rate for objects. I'm trying to think of a way to put it. When objects are off screen, technically, there they are again, those status effects. Objects technically aren't being rendered when they're off screen, or at least in many games they, when it's outside of the player's field of vision, it's not being rendered to conserve on resources. With an exception of there's a cushion area around you where the objects are supposed to be rendered to account for the, you know, camera rotation. Depending on the size of the objects and, you know, how far off screen it could be. Like this dragon, of course, wants to stay rendered even if it's only a little bit on my screen. Monster Hunter World, there's a few instances where you can notice it, mainly in the Gathering Hub. If you put the flagons, the big wooden cup things, right on the edge of your screen and rotate the camera, you can make them appear and disappear at odd moments. Because they vanish right when the middle goes off screen, which is before the entire object is off screen. But yeah, I notice a lot of instances where I'll be rotating my camera and see an object like that fountain in the background there that just vanished before it was... I mean, it was on screen and you could see it, then it vanished, and then it reappeared. It seems to happen a lot in Dark Souls 3. I don't know how you missed me with that. I'm just gonna roll with it. I don't care how you missed me with it. It didn't hit me, that's the important thing. I was out of the... That shouldn't have hit me, but I'll accept it. Oh, I rolled too quick on that. Haha. Love it when my roll times out just right. And my shield went up at the perfect moment. I'm gonna roll off this bridge at some point. I just know it. I don't like boss fights. I don't like boss rooms where there's a... This is an area where it would be very easy for me to roll myself off the edge. I don't know what's going on here, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. Hit the ground. Nah! Whoa! You lunged forward differently that time. Did you just have lightning on your shield? I don't believe I do not. What's that noise? What's that noise? What's that noise? I hear noises. The thing behind... Ooh. Those things are attacking me now. Can you back away for a moment, sir? I need my shield, my stamina. I don't get what's going... The chaos going on around is very distracting. Still an interesting boss fight. I would like the arena to be a little wider. It's really long, but narrow. I'd rather it be a little more squarish. You can go ahead and get... That's gonna kill me someday. Screws it. I have so much stamina and it takes so long to recharge. It'd be really nice if stamina recovery speed was a percentage of your max stamina, so the more you had, the faster it recovered, but I'm afraid that would break balance on a number of things. Is there any like summons out here I could fiddle with? So those things can attack. That's knowledge. You know what, Elnir? You intrigue me. It just mostly needed the extra health, but your summon sign is just sitting there right out in the open where it tempts and taunts me. I don't know what's going on with that down there, and I don't care to know. You intrigue me, sir. You are coming with me. I don't know who you are, but you are coming with me. For your sign was right in front of the door. Just like that other person that never appeared. And then your sign appeared. Hello! Oh, you spawned. You have learned well, sir. Oh, camera, no! Did my summon not come in the room? Oh, yep, we've got that bug going on, don't we? I'm just gonna have to include that in the video for the sake of it being hilarious. Shisha, why? If I didn't already know the answer to that question. Dark Souls 3's fog wall detection has some weird quirks in it. When I did co-op, still I keep pushing that. When I did co-op on the Abyss Knights, I did a lot of co-op on that. There were a number of instances where the host would go through the fog wall, but the trigger would never be sent to the Phantom to allow them to go through the fog wall. So you just end up stuck outside the fog wall. You can still hurt the boss if you get them right up to the fog wall. I landed a hit on an Abyss Knight once that way, but you know, still fun times. Shishio, you are coming with me, sir. Nope, maybe. Unable. What do you mean unable to summon? I take offense to this. I take offense to this. Wait, Solaire? Solaire, is that you? I think that's Solaire. Hello, Solaire. Why are you not golden? I'm suspicious of you now. I'm suspicious of that Solaire, at least. Huh. Be neat if you could see the name of the player that left the message. Yay, Shishio! You have returned and you are golden this time. I'm just gonna keep trying to summon this one guy. There he is. Okay. Yay. Can you come through this time? Again. I die with all that. Well, I die with lightning. Like, until you come through. Yeah, at this point, I'm honestly just messing around a little bit. I would love to know why he's not coming through the bond. I'm at the firewall, but I'm not blaming him at all. I'd love to know why that error keeps happening. I don't have a better word for it than error. Because error is what it appears to be. I mean, from a coding perspective, it's just that the data pack that's his game's not getting the signal that I've gone through the fog wall, so as the host, so as the summon, he's not able to go through the fog wall until the game tells him that the host is going through the fog wall. Okay, you need to stop that. You're unsettling me. Wait, are you still there? No, whoa, good gracious, Solaire, what happened? Solaire of Katarina. You know what, I'll take it. I just kind of want to get this boss fight dealt with. As fun as it is, it would be more fun if I could continue onward. Well. Why are you not? Is it me? Is it something about me? Does the game just not like me? It occurred to me that when he returned home I could have used a homeward bone, but ow, my leg's asleep, sorry. I dropped my hand and let it slam down into the leg that's currently partly asleep. Scree, you can help me, right? And Creasy. You know what, sure, you can come too. Oh, we'll summon everybody. Yurda, you can come as well. I don't know how many you can summon. It would be really nice if the game gave you a little bit more feedback to tell you if any of them had failed. Sometimes it does. It's supposed to. It's just it doesn't always. Okay, Yurda made it in. One of you's gotta be able to. Why? I didn't know I had such a fast roll attack on this thing. Creasy, help. Please. Oh. Roll button, roll button. Oh. The X and O buttons being reversed just... I was trying to stop and roll, but hit the wrong buttons. Okay, see this guy.
Ah, I know you. Been some time. I just dropped in to see how she's getting on. Now, What are you playing at with this circus? This cesspool of doddering old folk and degenerates couldn't be better. She must fit in perfectly here.
You're rude, sir.
This play couldn't hope.
There's a reason I want to talk to him. Someone named Flash. Yay, okay. I summoned an Abyss Watcher. Oh no. Please tell me you can... Why does this game not like me? Dark Souls 3. Pick that. Okay, this I love. He's aggroed onto the guy outside the gate. And the Phantom is... I don't... Like, I know... Okay, the area is a lot longer than I gave it credit for, so I should actually not avoid taking him over the whole area. I may as well burn through these souls and buy some time. Namely, more my bones.
Ashen One.
No.
Be sure.
I am never sure. This episode has gone very strangely. I'm sorry. I've kind of diverted off from trying to beat the boss to trying all these other random tangents. And for some reason, Dark Souls just refuses to give me a person to summon today, or, well, to allow them through the fog wall for some reason. I'm gonna hazard a guess that it's something wrong on my end. I checked the router and everything seems fine as far as the internet is concerned, but perhaps Dark Souls 3 is having some unspoken concern. You know, if you make sure your target's not moving before you try to do a big wind-up attack like that, it works better. But supposedly... yeah, I can summon him. And I'm sure he can come through the fog wall because he's part of the game. I don't know what's going on with these other things. I like that sword. Is that isn't that the giant guy's sword? Okay, I've just got to make sure he can find me. Okay. Let's try this. With jolly cooperation. Oh, you did a combo. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect the combo. I'm just gonna go ahead and lure him back here a bit. Or he'll change targets. I don't know what he did, but it hurt. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay. Sorry. Okay, that's what he did. Okay, after that windstorm. I thought he was guaranteed to do his big wind charge up when he went into second phase. I'm sorry, the shrieking is very distracting. Oh. Okay, I think the shrieking means that it's a beam coming. That lower pitched one means those things. Or giant exploding ball of doom. Most of them went over my head. That works. A lot of things go over my head though. That's not new. I love this boss fight. This is, like, really interesting. A lot of fun stuff going on. Ooh, hello. Okay, so we're just gonna scoot forward. And I guess that kills them. Well, this was interesting. And fun. It could have been done if I kept bashing my head against it, but let's see what's through here. You know what, actually? We're not gonna see what's through there. We're just gonna end the Let's Play right here now. We're just gonna not go any further on this episode. I do enjoy that boss fight. It's, again, a little bit of a time issue. I'm concerned that if I just keep bashing my head against it, I'm going to get frustrated. I originally just thought I'd try taking a summon, and then that failed, and then it just kept snowballing until, well, I'll just take the NPC with me. Please be the last level I can put more stamina. I've got other stuff I'd like to level up. Let's see. Which button is it for the... There we go. There we go. Get a little more strength on... A little more damage on that. It is a fun boss fight. It's a very interesting boss fight. Who are you? I need to be worried. Ooh.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the road of sacrifices. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty. The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination.
Oops.
Aldrich's honest home, a pilgrim told me, and so becomes...
Yeah, they're not he's not happy. I accidentally already beat Aldrich. Apparently I was supposed to talk to them. Dark Souls 3 has a lot of NPCs that you have their own little divergent quest lines and stuff that you can do. Much more so than Dark Souls 1 or 2. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. Bonfire level 7. I'm puzzled by that. I'm not sure what the bonfire level does in this particular game. Yeah, I'm gonna actually put some of those over in... if I can get the button right. There we go. I like storing storing all those nice boss souls over there, so I don't accidentally poke them. If you poke them, they will explode. But in any case, I'm gonna go ahead and pause at the ThunderSlayer armor bonfire, and we'll find out what's on the other side next time. So, see you next time. Once we get there. Any minute now. Any minute now. So many minutes! Why are there so many minutes? Okay, here we are. Now we're gonna pause here and see what's over there next time, because it looks like a gloriously mossy castle. Gate thing. Inside of another castle. I don't know, this place confuses me. Anyway, like I said, gonna go ahead and pause here and I will see you next time.